Hey, everybody. Michelle is here in the building, relaxing on this Wednesday, washing some clothes if you hear some noise in the background. But anyway, I wanted to come on through and say something before I forget about it, with my busyness and with this and that and the other. Be really careful with how people want to try to label you and how people want to diagnose you and how because I remember a while back I said that I was a high functioning type of person, and when I said that, all of a sudden, I started getting all these like videos on hyperactiveness, videos on autism, videos on this. It's like I'm thinking maybe YouTube is now using artificial intelligence, or Google or someone is, or even Facebook as well, because it's just like it's just like the same tactics that was used back in the day with marketing. You'll be looking and searching for something, and all of a sudden you started getting advertising for that particular product. Come on now, we all know how that worked back in the day, how they would tailor certain things to what you search for. And so that's the same thing happening. And I've noticed this for a while. I've noticed this since I retired. I noticed certain things start popping up, once I talk about certain things, especially when I talk about certain things on YouTube. All of a sudden, there's videos tailored to what I'm talking about. Narcissistic, blah, blah, blah. So, again, just because I said I'm high functioning, it doesn't mean a goddamn thing. It doesn't mean anything other than that. And so we are just in the practice of always wanting to diagnose people, unsolicitedly diagnose people, and unsolicitedly, give people labelings and this and that and the other. And it's always, like I said, it's unsolicited. And it usually is a disadvantage towards black people, especially young black boys, more specifically and especially. I remember, like I said, also I told you when I was in elementary school, they were attempting to separate me. They were attempting to separate me from the black children and the Spanish children on one side of the classroom, and they were attempting to put me over in the white area with the white students, myself, and then there was another black female, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And I can remember being over there in that group of people, and this was in elementary school, by the way. And like I said, when I was in that group, because like I said, they had black and Spanish on one side of the room, they had all white on the other side, and they wanted to put me over there with all whites. When I went over there, none of those white children would say a word to me. Okay, and then I would look over to the black and Spanish side, and I would see my people from the neighborhood, from the black culture, over there. They're laughing, having a good time, and I put up with that, being over there in that one side with the whites that didn't say a word to me. Okay, and I went to the teacher and said, "Look, I can't keep up." And she says, "But you're doing a good job," something to that effect, that you're doing a good job, blah blah blah. I said, "No, I can't keep up. I want to go back over here." And so I went back over there with the black and Spanish students, and I did fine. And so from that point on, I started noticing how certain things were happening. So I stopped performing. I'm gonna be real honest, because I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know why they kept trying to separate me. And I was thankful that my mom couldn't drive. My dad was always working, and my mom really didn't understand all that stuff that they were talking about at the school. She paid it no attention. And she treated all of us, all of her children, the same. She didn't see me no differently than the others. She didn't think anything of whatever the teachers were saying. She just wanted me to be educated, right? So be very careful as to how they're starting to. I mean, it's been going on for decades upon decades. We just thought it was. I know a lot of people probably thought that was a great thing. Wow, they're pointing out that this child is this child is that. And we always get all carried away when someone is considered a genius, Not to say that I was, but I'm saying that that's what we do. We separate these young children from other children their ages and have these young children entertaining adults, which is abuse in my opinion. So that's probably why a lot of these so-called geniuses disappear from the public eye, because they didn't like the fact that they were like, like animals being watched by adults. Instead, they wanted to go over there and play with their friends. But their friends didn't want to play with them because their friends felt like they were weird and different. You see what I mean? You hear what I'm saying? Do you feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, I noticed that's going on, and I don't have time right now to deal with it because I'm dealing with other things. I'm in the process of moving and blah 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 blah. But but we have to, if you have children, you really need to advocate for your children. Not so much as in a threatening manner, but we're gonna have to figure out creative ways to stop this chopping up of cultures is what they do. They're trying to disregard black culture. We already know that. They're trying to erase black culture. They're trying to distort it, erode it, all that. We all know that's what they're attempting to do with black culture. Okay, but black culture has for decades upon decades, and it's been proven, and is proven now more so than ever, creates brilliancy and excellence. Okay, but yet that has been eroded, erased, hidden, whatever the case may be. Okay, and a lot of non-black cultures don't know this because of being intentionally overwhelmed, who knows, or who have been intentionally don't care, who knows? Who knows the intention? I don't know. Okay, but again, non-black culture is now being discovered as viable to American history. Okay, so, and I'll get back on that again. Like I said, I'd rather do this kind of stuff face to face with people so I can make sure I'm understanding the energy properly, and I'm delivering my message properly without inciting whatever and causing it to be chaos and destruction, misunderstandings, of course. Okay, a lot of non-black people have no idea of the genuine original history of black culture. All right, because they've been separated from it as well. So a lot of people are bringing that to the attention, and I appreciate that, because one person can't do it. All of us need to do our share to promote the accuracy of black culture. Okay, and get these politicians out of the way who are the number one. In my opinion, they have been attempting to erode black culture for decades, and possibly more than that, longer than that. All right, I just want to stick with my age. All right, I told you about Jim Jones. All right, which might get people all worked up. Jim Jones, Jim Crow. Okay, it's important. And at the same time, this always attempting to diagnose people and separate people, and and we're all equal here. I don't want to be considered no better than anyone else or no lower than anyone else. Okay, I'm equal, and I want to be treated as such, just like anyone else would be. So it's very important so it's going to be an effort or an advocacy of being creative and coming up with other solutions to keep this from happening again. Politicians should not have anything to do with educating of children, and politicians should have no hand in the education of black culture or the existence of black culture. They should be out there attempting to represent everybody and not trying to separate people and find a problem with one culture or another. If it's not black culture, then now it's the migrants, so they call them, or immigrants, or whatever they're calling them now, or women, transgenders, the sexual orientation now. It's all for political theater. It has nothing to do with attempting to heal people, love people, and be kind to people, and represent people nonetheless, regardless. So I'm annoyed now because, as I said, I notice videos are starting to pop up about, so somehow my information, somehow information about me is getting out, where where they're using the algorithm to, sort of filter in certain videos for me to watch. Okay, I know my emails have been hacked a few times. What can I do about that? I can change passwords. It doesn't matter. If someone wants to break into your shit, they're gonna break into it. It's just like they're gonna break into your phone, break into your social media accounts. So, but again, I have nothing to hide. Okay, as I have been saying, since I started talking on these cell phones, I have nothing to hide. I am a private person, but privacy, as we've known it in the past, it no longer exists. Okay. So, just because someone says they're high functioning, it doesn't mean anything else other than that. Okay, and to go in to try to figure out what somebody is or how they are and put them in categories. Okay, these so-called experts need to take a break and go somewhere, go together, go hang out together and diagnose yourselves, because I can guarantee most of you are projecting and you have no idea what you're talking about, because you don't go back and reread the stuff that taught you supposedly all of this knowledge. You don't go back and refresh yourself. You're just relying on your so-called intelligence, and all you're doing is dividing and hurting people. All right. Yes, we're different. Yes, I'm different. But what else does that mean other than I'm different? Nothing. And it's annoying. Okay, because I just want to watch videos, and I want to watch the kind of videos that I want to watch. I don't need anything tailored to me. And every time I go in there and clear out history, and do whatever I can, I still get the same type of stuff. And it's annoying. Okay, so I gave up cable because, cable became, the same thing. I gave up streaming, same thing. And so now if I need to give up, I'm just going to make some decisions. That's all. Once I get myself set up and properly, take care of myself and get myself prepared to how I'm going to handle myself, and how I'm going to help to assist, with my nonprofit. But it's just very annoying, and I feel for parents. I really do. That you all, because you have these people, you're doing the best you can, but you're intentionally overwhelmed with your work schedule, with your demands of life. And then you got your children, and you got the teachers, which I know the teachers do the best they can. But see, it's not the teachers. Like I said, it's not teachers. It's not police officers. It's those that so-called manage them. It's the administrators of these entities. They have no clue, and they've forgotten about what it means to be a teacher now that they are administrators. Okay. And like police officers that are on the ground rolling in the dirt, the ones that manage them, they forgot about all of that as well. They forgot about, how it puts a strain on a family and how it puts a strain on children. Okay, because a lot of these administrators have, have these office hours, and they spend time all the time in the office, and they have no idea what's going on the streets. All right, I'm speaking from experience. Okay, so if it's changed, I'll find out eventually, right? I still know people that work in law enforcement or work as first responders. Okay, so, teachers are not tired for a reason. Nurses are not tired for a reason or no reason, or, so there's a cause and effect is my point. For the strain on people, the intentional overwhelm, and just the draining of the energy of the people that are providing service to all of us. We're draining the energy, and we're draining the willingness of people wanting to help. Okay, these teachers are tired. These nurses are tired. First responders in general are just tired. Essential workers. That's why it's so hard to find, find people that want to work, because a lot of them are just tired. Okay, and then we have these feminine straight males, that love to sit in the office or sit behind computer screens and complain and whine. So there's a lot of work to do. And I saw a post with someone that said, and I feel you, and I'm not going to say who you were, but you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that's, I can completely relate, and I have compassion for that. And I also have empathy for that, because it's true. But at the same time, you are responsible for your health and your well-being. Okay, and you also need to be made aware that you can't handle everything. Okay, and I said this a while back. The damage has been done, and it is impossible to attempt to correct everything. You're just going to have to be creative and find out what is required to get immediate action and behaviors now. What is most important now? Well, I say the environment, right? I say the infrastructure. I say mental health, of course. Proper rest, and it's also about self, and not attempting to take on more than you can handle. So yes, there's a lot of work to be done. I have compassion and empathy, and it's genuine, and I walk the talk. I do care and I do love, and it is about love. At the end of the day, at these ending hours, is about love and loving people and being kind to people. And then, as well, work on yourselves. I worked on myself so long. I know who I am. Okay, and I know what I can handle and what I cannot handle. And I know what I'll put up with and what I will put up with. So, I'm developing constantly every day. And I like to help people, but I'm not going to allow anyone to be draining my energy. I'm going to make that very clear. No one's going to be intentionally overwhelming me. I'm going to make that very clear as well. Okay? So I'm going to be controlling the narrative of my life. And then I'll assist others as best I can. Because I actually enjoy doing that. Helping people. And seeing a smile on people's face. I really do. And hoping to dial down some of this, whatever is going on, some of this negativity, how to erode that, and how to erase that encasement of negativity that's flowing all over this planet and causing so much discord and chaos and destruction, and is running through all types of people. Okay, all right. No one's immune from being attacked by, falling back on, on an addiction, or falling back off of a recovery. Because, I've been recovering for the last couple of years after I retired. I have been recovering. And I'm glad I took that time to do that. All right. Yes, I need to get another job and blah, blah, blah. But, I got that all well planned out. Okay, I'm in alignment as to where I am heading. I'm in alignment as to where I'm journeying to my journey. And I will reach my destination. I will reach my destiny. Okay, and that is guaranteed. Wow, I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. You know why? Because I can take it. I can take it there. All right, so I just want to send peace and love to everyone out there, all over the stars, over the moon and the mountain. Be gentle with yourself. Make sure you're taking care of yourself as well, your psyche, your consciousness, your well-being. Get yourself a massage like I plan to do. Give yourself a spa treatment or something. Give yourself the pampering you need, and take the burdens off, and for a while, okay? Because like I said, it's impossible to attempt to handle everything all by yourself or even as a group. It's impossible, but there are things that are possible. All right. So again, peace and love, and trust me, I'll be back.